Hello guys, how's it going? So I thought I'd do a video today catching up on a few topics regarding Luis Diaz, Chiesa, and obviously Marc Guehi surrounding his potential move, should I say, to Liverpool. So I'm going to cover all that off in this video. Now, if you end up liking this video, guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We are literally one subscriber off 3K, so try and be that person that pushes us over that edge there. And yeah, leave a comment down below, guys. Let me know your thoughts on what I'm about to cover. So, first and foremost, let's start with the two Guehi and Diaz one because they're both from the same journalist. So we'll start with Marc Guehi right now. And this is from Ben Jacobs. Now, before I get into this, actually, Ben Jacobs is one of those journalists that I I don't really put much credibility behind him. Like, he made his name around the time Liverpool were going to be sold, if you remember rightly. I think it was like 2 years ago now. And he was saying that there was Qataris and stuff like that that were all involved, and Saudis. And then he jumped on the Man United one as well. And he made a big name for himself on that. And he's become the TalkSport correspondent for, the Saudi Pro League, basically. But he has been talking a lot about some Liverpool stuff these past couple of days. And one of you guys, one of the subscribers, Hamza, did message me to tell me that apparently Ben Jacobs is friends with someone at Talksport who's friends with Richard Hughes. So I don't know. I just thought I'd mention that there before I started getting into this. Anyway, this is what he's saying now. Is that basically Crystal Palace have informed Marc Guehi that they would prefer to sell him this summer. A move to Liverpool has looked the most likely this summer. However, they currently believe that Palace's asking price is too high. Now, if I remember correctly, I remember seeing yesterday something along the lines of Palace wanted like 70 million or 60 million pounds from a something daft like that. I'm not paying that for a centre back that's in the last year of his contract, you know what I mean? So 40 million, 45, I'll take that. But I'm not going up towards 60, 70 million from not a chance whatsoever. I do think he's a really good defender. I think he would be a really good competition for Karate and also a replacement. Like, his future's obviously up in the air right now. We don't know if he's staying this year to run down his contract to go next year. Is he going to sign the new deal? Whatever, we don't know. It's up in the air, and obviously we've already lost Kwanzaa, so we do definitely need to bring in at least one centre back this summer. And Marc Guehi is one of those players that I like, and he would obviously help the homegrown quota as well. So there's that bit there. Next up, he's also talking about Luis Diaz. Now, there was another journalist as well who I've not loaded up his article or anything like that. It's that is it Pipi Sierra or something? He's been used a fair few times by Luis Diaz in the past, especially when he was talking about PSG earlier this year, Barcelona last year, so on and so forth. Basically, what he was saying today is that Liverpool promised that they would extend Diaz's contract to give him a better wage, basically, and Liverpool have refused to do that. They've refused to sell him to Barcelona, which was his dream move, because Barcelona didn't give him the fee. And now, basically, it's come to like an ultimatum where Bayern Munich are going to make a bid. Diaz wants to leave, and it's a case of you take it or leave it for Diaz right now. So this is what Ben Jacobs has to say on the matter. So he says that Bayern Munich are set to make an improved offer for Diaz and they're prepared to pay up to 70 million euros, which I think is about 70 million pounds. Liverpool rejected 67.5, but Bayern remain intent on testing Liverpool's not for sale stance. 70 million pounds for a player that you paid 50 million quid for. I'm taking that, guys. It's basically the Ekatike money. He's going abroad, so he wouldn't obviously do anything to our Premier League chances or anything like that. So, yeah, I mean, I've said this before. I like Diaz. I think he's not been so bad. I mean, last year, him and Gakpo had that point where they were vying for who's going to take position in one game. Diaz had played, he'd be ace. Next game, Gakpo had played, he'd be ace, whatever. But he was signed to be like the Sadio Mane replacement, and unfortunately, I don't think he lived up to that. I just don't. There was too many occasions when he would go running down the wing and he would run into a dead end, take too many touches. so on and so forth. I do think he had a decent season last year. I really do, compared to the previous seasons he had at Liverpool. But again, as well, 28 years of age, probably coming to the back end of his prime years, £70 million, which is 20 million more than what you've paid for him. You got to take it. Do you know what I mean? So if that figure is legit, I know Liverpool wanted £80 million, but I can see him taking that, in all fairness. So maybe we will see some sort of resolution to the Luis Diaz conundrum right now. And I do think that a lot of hold up, maybe potentially on Liverpool's next target, could be on that. Like, the rumour is that Liverpool will go for Rodrigo if they do sell Diaz. So yeah, it's a move that's got to happen, hasn't it, really, guys? And he wants to leave anyway, and we don't want to be keeping players at the club that don't want to be here, basically, like Trent as well. So yeah, so that's that one, guys. And then lastly, just going to touch on this one over at Sports Witness. Basically here, a report from Spain, it's not Spain, sorry, Italy, over on Sunday. They were saying at Sport Italia that they're reporting that Atalanta has an interest in Chiesa. There was confidence about Liverpool's contribution to the player's salary as part of a loan, which would have been valued at 12 million euros. And then another report has now come out saying that Chiesa's stance on his future at Liverpool is being dictated by Italian new manager Gattuso. The Italian boss has urged the player to find a new club if he wants to play in the Italian national team soon, with the World Cup coming. The 27-year-old is looking to leave Liverpool. His current salary is at $5 million per season, is a problem for Atalanta, who are interested. The Reds' asking price of $12 million is not expected to cause issues to the club, who can make a move this summer. And then Gazzetta dello Sport have reported interest from Napoli yesterday, with the newspaper noting that the Italian international could be keen on a move to Napoli. The next few days are expected to be crucial. Obviously, as well, we know that Chiesa has not gone on this trip. The club have come out and said it's an injury. We covered this on Monday night. I mean, it probably is. Do you know what I mean? No offence, knowing him, it probably is another injury. But there's a lot of change, isn't there, in that front line, guys? Let's be honest with ourselves. If we were to sell Diaz, Nunez, Chiesa, and then obviously, unfortunately, with what happened to Jota, we'd be going into next season with just Gakpo and Mo Salah being left from last season, should I say. And, you've obviously brought in Ekatike, which has not been concluded just as yet, but it looks like it's going to be. I think you'd probably need at least two more if you're selling all three of them. Do you know what I mean? You'd probably need a Rodrigo, for instance. And then do you promote someone like Jadon Danns or give Rio a bit of a chance over the course of the season? Maybe that is the thing. Like, you bring in Ekatike, and then you upgrade Rio and Jadon Danns. I'm not sure, guys. I don't know what the answer is. The rumours about Isaac are still not going away, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with that one as well. But anyway, guys, that's basically it for this video. Let me know down below what you think about the Chiesa, Diaz, yeah, and the Marc Guehi stuff down below. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit the like button, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys.